Well, that's ads about over. Restart the stream. I still don't like running the ad breaks at the start of all of this, but what can I do? What can I do? If I'm wanting to actually have a stream where people don't get pre-rolls for first, well, it's my only real choice. But yeah, here is the game. Here is me in the corner. Now let's jump back in. If the game will let me. There we go. Now, last time, I don't quite remember what we were doing. It's always the case, isn't it? I never will remember. But apparently last time... yeah, we set up oxygen, we tried to set up our power a little more reliably. Mid statues everywhere. Hopefully make everyone a little bit happier with their work. Of course, I've got one in here because why wouldn't you? Yeah. Power is apparently an issue. Or it's actually not. Okay, cool. Just had to play the game instead. I was really worried there. I'd completely wasted my time last time. Apparently I haven't. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna set this to be automatically open at all times. That would make sense. Over here, there is no gas intake. Should be, shouldn't there? Why is there no gas intake? Okay, I swear I had this all set up properly last time. Apparently, we do not have our gas pipe running in through there. That's fine, that'll be made eventually. Just set that to higher priority. But yeah, we're looking quite good. We actually have stuff filtering through. We have clean water going down. People are allowed showers. It's all looking quite nice. We did a poke up here as well, I remember, in the last stream. Because we want to get more algae, I think it is. I'm just going to start excavating, honestly, just a massive area. Probably like this kind of a size eventually. Yeah, for now, start with this. Like, you know what, maybe we dig a little bit into here as well, because if we're going to go down there, we might as well. Okay, we're just going to dig out massive space. We're going to just try and get everything kind of reorganised, is what I'm thinking. Because I want to be able to make possibly some kind of steam operated turbine power system. I don't know quite how it all fits together. I'd quite like to do that. That seems like better energy than burning natural gas. I don't entirely know if that would work. I very much doubt it, if I'm honest, but I might. Like, there's a slight chance. Yeah, apart from that, everything's generally looking okay. You automate this down here to always, like, have a little bit of water, which I might do. Let me just deconstruct this quickly. Because we do need the carbon dioxide to be eaten. Like, we've eaten a lot of it that was down here, but there's still a good chunk we need to sort out, though. Oxygen we now have plenty of, all going around the place. CO2 gets dumped out over here whenever it comes through. Which doesn't seem to be often anymore. Because this siphons off the hydrogen produced by these. Pumps it into here. This then siphons out carbon dioxide from oxygen. Oxygen then pumps around the base. And also later into the oxygen mask dock. I think this is going well. I think I've actually got a somewhat reliable system set up. Just so long as people don't decide they want to go in here for whatever reason. Because that is just deadly carbon dioxide all over the place. Okay, down here, this is still working. I'm now going to try and get it set up. Hopefully just work. Let me think. If I put this here, automation, I mean, I'd need automation wire. I'd then need a... Is that in plumbing? I want whatever this is. What's that? A hydro sensor. Where does that come in? It must be under automation, right? Am I just not seeing it? Yes, I didn't see it. There we go. Add that. We now should have this. Automation wire we now need to move across. There we go. Plumbing. I will set up liquid pipes. I'm not going to hook it in just yet. But yeah, this, hopefully, it's a very much hopeful kind of situation, will mean no one ever needs to come into this room. This is going to always have water sitting down here, presumably just keeping these water. Why is there a snazzy suit just sitting here? We should give that to, I'm going to say, John. Because, I mean, John's not got a suit yet. There we go. How many of these people have fancy suits though? Ah! It's a person! Hello! Good to see you. Good to see you. I will say, as like a warning, this is my first time playing the game. I have seen very little on it. I think things are going relatively well, but it could all just go up in flames at any given moment. So do feel free to correct me if anything goes wrong. But yeah, it is good to see a new face. Always is. I have no idea what I want from anything in here. Oh, thanks for the follow as well. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I was researching last time. You just make pneumatic pipes to send people all over the place. This sounds like a terrible idea and I really want to do it. Must have power. Area under it must be left vacant. Increases morale. I don't think that's quite what I'm wanting. I think transit tube. Ah yeah, transit tube access. We could try and set something up, couldn't we? We could also try and get like jet suits, because I mean that sounds nice. On the other hand though, I mean, I have no idea. Am I using the algae terrarium? Just to siphon out all the carbon dioxide. I have been told by someone in my first stream, if you have water like 1 tile high, or not even quite that high, just on top of it, the polluted oxygen doesn't get out. Because it's underwater, it's considered too much of a environmental pressure for the gas to leak out. Or some nonsense along those lines. I sound almost like I know what I'm saying. But yeah, apparently it does work like that, and it is actually safe to just use it. Wait, CO2 is a resource. Wait, it is? I've never once thought of it as that, but sure, I will bottle it if we need it for later. I have been told that we need oxygen for later to like make liquid oxygen for the rocket ship. But yeah, that's interesting. I want to store CO2. That means I can actually use this for something. Okay. Are you sure we want CO2 though? Like, there's a lot of it being made. Like, I'll take your word for it, because I know nothing about the game. Presumably there is some use for it. To be honest, it seems a little more useful than oxygen, which is, I mean, arguably very useful, but just kinda everywhere at this point. Like, things are very much under high pressure. Yeah, if we need oxygen at some point, let me think, how are we gonna do this? I'll be in ventilation, canister, filler. Yeah, put that here. Gas pipe would then go to there. This would need to be deconstructed. We can get just any CO2 that comes through this room and just make it work out. That's fine. Digging a hole. I mean, digging a hole does seem to work. Like, it does all end up down here for the most part. Which is why I've got my algae terrariums down here. I don't know what would be a useful resource for, though. I am a little confused at that. Like I say, I'm just going to take your word for it, because I don't think I can be bothered thinking for myself. But yeah, C2. I want to gather a bunch of it. Just digging a hole maybe down here, like he says, maybe the better bet. Yes, diggy hole, puke. Surely it'd be easier to just put it into canisters though, right? So all I need to do is hook in more gas pumps into this system, which filters out currently hydrogen into here, filters carbon dioxide soon into this once it's made to be put into things. Easier to build big gas tanks. Big gas tanks? Research. We can get big gas tanks. That just sounds fun. Gas meters, thermal regulators, oxalate refineries. Where do you find them? Under gases, have I already got it? Give me a moment, just look over literally everything. It's in HVAC, is it? Thank you. Gas reservoir. Okay, let's get that researched then. If that's the case, cancel this. We will make ourselves some kind of CO2 storage. I'm assuming we don't want an oxygen storage, do we? We can just use the excess oxygen later down the line. All I need to do is have some kind of offshoot from this one pipe running through the hole in my base. Also, yeah, we have dug up all of this. Continue to dig it. I'm just wanting to get all the algae. I will need it. I mean, honestly, I could just get a bunch of CO2 from here if it's all that useful. Instead of having algae terrariums down here to try and kill off the CO2, I could just have another branch of the gas pump I currently have. That'd still feed up here. Oxygen would still get filtered out. There's not going to be any hydrogen. CO2 comes into the gas reservoir. In due time, of course. Not just yet. Also, I've immediately seen a flaw in my current system. I really need this to be researched. Yeah, the CO2 doesn't go anywhere right now. It's just going to fill up the pipe. I mean, arguably, it's not the worst thing ever, is it? Like, it could be much worse. Anyway. What do I need to do today? CO2 storage, I mean, I have been told is useful. I will get that set up. Apart from that, I just kind of want to explore. See what's what. Because, I mean, we've got water, we've got just coal in the ground. I don't really need it. Probably looks clean. What do you mean? Organised clean? Or, like, just nothing's exploded yet? Show temperature. Temperature overlay. Here we go. It's largely fine. Like, it's between warm and hot. There's nothing that's really overly warm. It seems to be all good. If I do end up expanding, it looks like down this area is probably a good idea. However, this is just my like, dirty water reservoir, so maybe be a bit careful digging. Might be more sensible digging up here than building, actually, yeah. I mean, I am currently working in this direction anyway. Like, I'm just excavating bit by bit. Thing is, though, I don't entirely know what I want. I'm thinking I might try and rework... get rid of my digging tool quick. Just rework all of this system. With, like, the mess hall and the beds and all of that. Then have, a I don't even know where you have it. Where do you have the, like, pneumatic tube transport things? I thought it'd be under utilities. Definitely research them, right? Like, I'm fairly certain, yeah, transit tubes. Where do they appear? It's not going to be ventilation. They're not sending people through the vents. It's not quite the same. Apparently we need plastic for it. Okay. If we're needing plastic, I think that's the next thing we're after. Meaning, I want to go down. I believe down is where you get oil. It's not going to be off to the side, I wouldn't think. This side looks like natural gas. This side looks like steam. Down here, I think we've got salt water. And over here just looks horrible. I kind of don't want to touch it. I don't see any benefit other than the big brain tube. Cold air. I hadn't considered pumping cold air around, but you know what? That's not the worst idea. So to find an ice biome. And presumably temperature is dependent on biomes, not like position on the map. For example, going up doesn't necessarily mean it gets colder. Or hotter, or whatever. Okay, we're going to do exploring. We're going to want to get proper oxygen stuff set up, aren't we? Top left corner. Ooh. Yeah, that is a good shot. That is ice. Okay, so I want to make my way up here. That's just the right size to dig a tunnel. Yeah. Just the right size can dig a tunnel through. Got it. That's the case. I mean, my farm's likely big enough for now. Let's just build this. Build a ladder. We could just, like, dig straight over, I'm pretty sure, right? Because of how the gases and such work in this, should be safe to assume I can just do this and it will work out. Anyway, I continue digging out up here. This will give us plenty of space for a room later on. Not sure what I'd use the room for, but it gives us space to expand without having to dig. I do end up having myself a new system of beds and such. Work on... Wait, it should be insulated. I do know we have insulated tiles. I mean just everything on the outskirts of, like, essentials? Or do you mean, like, everything? Like, you're saying the farm mostly, so I will do this. Just so that they can actually have the farms insulated. Because I did notice some of the things had gotten too hot previously. However, they largely do work now. I'm a bit worried about this. Because chlorine's almost definitely going to seep in, but my guys can breathe a little bit of chlorine, right? Farms first, then go off town. Okay. I mean, I do have plenty of food stored. Like, my fridge is almost full. I'm not getting through enough to really have to worry. But I think, yeah, you do likely have a point. If food production goes down, I am very much going to panic. In worst case, I kill the creatures who I'm farming. Which, while it doesn't sound very kind, I'm sure they'd understand, right? Just wait for them to build all of this. I want me to make a proper farm somewhere. Maybe I can make an actual farm up here. That's not the worst idea. Because this farm I only really set up for food early on. It's not really been well managed. Like, it works, but it doesn't work great. I'm from Scotland. I'm not the most Scottish. I could put on a more Scottish voice if you really want, but I mean, I try not to so I can be somewhat understandable. yeah, if you need me to repeat anything at any point, just because you don't understand, do let me know. What does Banshee want? I mean, better athletics could be nice. That's clear for you. Good to hear. Good to hear. I'm thinking athletics, because Banshee's our digger. He goes around digging everything. He helps with carrying as well when he's not digging. Being able to just move a bit quicker will be nice. I think that's an extra 20% from base. I don't know if he's got any other bonuses currently. I think that'll help. So yeah. Athletics. You know, just runs around a little bit quicker. Just a little. As for the rest, this is definitely oxygen that is breathable. Looks like slowly more oxygen's coming through. We're fine with this for now. He's just going to have a dig. We will get into here. Lovely. Why is this consuming vacuum? How do you consume a vacuum? How the hell does that work? Nothing you can consume. A vacuum's a lack of any gases or anything. I'm not going to question it. Like, it's not producing vacuum. On here. Last colony built double walled and pumped oxygen out. Okay. Pumping oxygen out in order to like, make other areas colonizable, or what for? Because I'd imagine pumping oxygen out's not normally a thing you really need. I mean, oxygen seems important. I am taking your word that it's not as important as I've been thinking, but it all seems quite important. Also, gas res. Oh, that is a bloody massive thing, isn't that? I thought this would be smaller. I don't know why. If I deconstruct this, add in tile, we'd then need to dig a little bit of ceiling, I think. That should be fine. And I mean, yeah, vacuum does give perfect insulation, doesn't it? Because the vacuum can't transfer any kind of temperature. So that's really the ideal? I don't know how well it would work. Because presumably you can't just stick a gas pump in. That pumps out every single gas in existence. Right? I could actually be wrong about that. Because it does just take in all gases, doesn't it? That come into its tile. It's actually worth considering. Not particularly going to consider it, but it's worth considering. Also, it looks like we've got this set up. While I don't currently have a CO2 thing built, I'm gonna have this. And, oh, that is the sound of something being printable. What's a fern? I don't think I want another person at the moment. If I did go for another person, it would probably not be any of these people. Like, better machinery, yeah, maybe. But, I mean, it's just a fairly generic person, isn't it? He also really loves animals. I've already given myself that job, so we're gonna say no. We're gonna say no. We're gonna take an octofern. Don't know if we'll ever use it, but we'll take it. Yeah, this algae terrarium, does this actually... I go to the gas overlay, is it ventilation? No. No, it's not. Oxygen overlay? No. Skip gas overlay again. Almost certain there is one. Is it materials? It's materials, okay. Fluid oxygen. We do have carbon dioxide. Doesn't look like any carbon dioxide's coming into this terrarium, so I'm gonna just deconstruct this. It's not really needed anymore. It's going to make more polluted oxygen than we ideally want. Down here, yeah, lots of carbon dioxide. I think dig out a slightly raised area here. Continue eating some carbon dioxide, but then pump the rest into a reservoir up here. That is my current plan. It's likely not a good plan, but it's a plan. And, I mean, in theory, it should work. I don't know why it wouldn't. How do I dig these up? Now, they are marked for deconstruction. Cool, I did remember it correctly. It just didn't show up while you're in there. Now, ventilation, we would want gas pump. Is it too high? Yeah, it's too high because it's fitting in there. Stick that in this wall. Meaning, tiles there. I think we'll be fine. And siphon off a bit of electricity from up here. That's all good. We're about out of power as well. I don't think that's ideal. Yeah, that really is not an ideal, is it? I'm mildly concerned. Why are these not getting filled up? Who's on errands duty? No one! Lovely. I hate this. Why have we decided we don't want any power? We'd rather run around than one of the wee wheels just generate a bit of power. Okay, no, never mind. Here comes John to the rescue, delivering some coal. Thank God someone's up there. Alright. Yeah, Banshee's about dug into here. This is going to be incredibly cold in a minute. Too cold, I think. Right, turn off the manual one. What manual one? Do you mean the wheel that I did have? I got rid of that a while ago and kind of regretted it. It turned out I didn't have the power actually set up correctly. But yeah, this should be fine. Now, I did say something about a running wheel. It's just, for some reason, they would prioritise that over doing this. I don't know if it's because this is out of the way or something. So, who knows? Ah, fair enough. Just not paying attention to me as usual here. She builds smart batteries. I have been told that. I didn't do it at the time because I didn't have any metal. That was a limiting factor. I have metal now. Okay. Better than these batteries, or identical but sends out a signal? Source power from generators. I don't entirely know what the signals mean. Presumably. Yeah, we can turn these on and off, and yeah, save a lot of coal. Okay. I'm thinking about this correctly. Because of how batteries and such will work, these three are going to fill up at the same rate. Meaning I only need one to be a smart battery. Correct? I hope. It looks to be about correct, yes. So if I have a single smart battery, just stick that in here. Then automation wire. Do that. I mean, I would plug one into here, but I do want that for now. To just permanently be off until we need the extra energy. Single smart battery could do fine. This algatorarium, there's still CO2, so I will probably leave it. Although the CO2 is going to drift down here anyway. Yeah. Deconstruct this. We don't need it. That's fine. We still want to have this built at some point. Eventually they'll get around to it. Deconstruct, we're on all, get rid of them. We will then want to make a gas reservoir right there, I'm gonna say. This seems fine, I think. I hope. I really hope. Yeah, surprisingly these terrariums keep the door area breathable, like if just. So that is nice. That is nice. By the way, would you want someone named after you in this? Like, Valdus? I'm hoping I've pronounced the username right. I think so. Maybe different emphasis in different parts. Yeah, we've got 2 people without a name currently. We've just got their generic. Ah, you're happy. Fair enough, you don't want to have your name attached to any of the people who will inevitably die. I mean, Fuke was one of the first ones to get someone named after him. And, I mean, I've just made him run around cooking and sweeping stuff up and carrying things. Just all the menial tasks. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, this is our scientist. When we're not doing science... Do we have someone working on tinkering? I don't think we do. Okay, let's get improved machinery. We want to get up to electrical engineering. Someone? Makes sense giving it to the scientist, I feel. That makes sense. Also sweep up the seed. I doubt it expires, but sweep it up. Okay. We now have access to the icy biome. The gases can't quite decide what we're doing because they're balancing out. It looks to be largely cold oxygen. Very much too cold oxygen. And yeah, that's about it. A bit of CO2 in there. There's always CO2. This is more than Dark Souls. Oh god, yeah. I'd imagine this game gets incredibly stressful when you play anything other than the default difficulty. Because I'm doing fine, but largely because chat's been telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing. Like, if I had to figure this out on my own, I would have been entirely stuck. For the most part, it is working out for the time being. Also, thresholds. I mean, turn on the generators below 20, I'm gonna say. That should be fine. It's time to wait for these logic wires to be built. This should be fine. We now have this made. As soon as that's been created, I then need to get a pipe pumped up to here. I'll get it set up. I won't connect it into the system, but I'll get this set up. Lots of these can build cooling towers. Towers? Okay, I'm gonna need to look into how it all works, but I just need to run a pipe up here. Like, that entirely seems doable. I was a little worried about the base being a bit on the warmer side. But yeah, cooling towers, I'll figure out in a minute. I'm just wanting to try and get a gas pump. Lovely. Then want a gas pipe. Just honestly going directly up. Just to there for now. We're not hooking it into the system. Why are you just chucking ideas at me? I mean, honestly, any idea I will just try it, because I don't know what I'm doing. I've decided I want to get up to here to get, like, clean, renewable power. I don't know if that's going to work in any way. It's just kind of a pipe dream. Kind of a pipe dream at the moment. Also, I should start digging this out. And dig that side out quite slowly. Just to make sure things don't collapse. If I dig like this, that should be fine for now. Okay, that'll all be set up in due time. This has now been made. No gas output. Do you want the gas output? Does that matter right now? I don't know if it does. What would I put it out into other than a canister thing? No, I don't think we want a gas output just yet. This is just going to be like a liquid reservoir, but for this. Thin cooling machine, ice biome, pump water, and then you get ice. Oh, okay. I assumed ice would work just by pumping power into the thing, but honestly, you're making a lot more sense. Like, I'm just entirely taking everyone's in chat's words. You could tell me that it's a sensible idea to just start a fire in the corner, just so my guys have something to be afraid of so they work harder. And, I mean, I'd probably believe you. I probably would. It's what better motivation than imminent death? Am I right? I might be wrong. I could very well be wrong, but am I right? Okay, gas reservoir has been made. We now want power. We're gonna need a conductive wire just because, I mean, this is immediately next to the thing. It's not ideal, but I mean, it's only a couple bits of wire. It's better than running a wire all the way around using just standard metal. Oversized plants for a morale boost. What, do they like having just glasses of water with ice? I know there's the water tower, isn't there? I doubt that has any real effect, but I mean, I'm happy to improve morale. I've got a lot of morale. I want it to be even higher still. Yeah, I need to plug that into there. That should hopefully work out. Okay, that immediately plugged in. That wasn't a building task, okay. Yeah, ice biome. I'm assuming you mean these plants? The sleet wheat? Let's see. What does it do? It's made of genetic ooze, lovely. Sleet wheat grain. Chili grain that can be processed into food. 18 per harvest. Leaves a cool taste in the tongue. Quality terrible. Assumedly you make it into bread. Frost bun, yeah. Mild cooling sensation, even when the bun is warm. I mean, it's better quality food than I have, yeah. Like, I've got a proper kitchen and such. Honestly, yeah. I could try making a farm. What kind of temperature is it wanting? I mean, yeah, I completely understand what you do. I also do the exact same thing. Like, it's fine. I'm 100% open to backseating of any kind. No, it's carbon dioxide. I'm gonna look at this. It wants to be at least below -5. We need to make, like, warm clothes for this to work, or we just need to make an insulated room over this way. And then just pump colder air in. Because cold air isn't -5. I'd assume cold air is like maybe 10 degrees, something like that. I have to leave it in a cold biome. I'll just harvest this manually. I mean, yeah, fair. We've got a lot of them just sitting around. I think we could probably make a little farm. Like, it'd be nicer having it more accessible. Also, have we ever figured out what this does? It just cools stuff down. Okay. You can have a domestic one. But you need to give it phosphorite. Okay, yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. Apparently it has decor though. It doesn't actually want to live anywhere in particular. So if I uproot this, just stick it in a plant pot in the middle, that would just cool things down, wouldn't it? It would make everything below freezing. I'm not certain of that, so I'm not going to, but I think that's how it would work. Yeah, here we are pumping the carbon dioxide in. This is going to fill up rather quickly, I should say. Like, we have a lot of carbon dioxide, which is kind of why I have the terrarium set up with this just all automated with algae terrariums. I'm glad it does work in an automated fashion. Yeah, this is going to fill up quite fast. Okay, that's being harvested, lovely. That now needs to be swept, and I'm assuming the fleet wheat's underneath, yeah, growing. They didn't just destroy it, even if it is wild, you can forage. Fertilizing it, it needs water? These didn't need water, did they? No, these just need... Yeah, I see what you mean about it not really being worth making farms. Domesticate it. I mean, domesticated it grows at 4 times the speed. So, there's certainly a positive to trying to make a domestic farm for them. If we want water, I could automate it, but I don't know how water irrigation works. I don't know if there's something fancy I need to do, or anything like that. So I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it for now. Yeah, this is about half full already. Oh god. Oh god. We have so much carbon dioxide. I didn't realise quite how much we were making. Also, people should definitely be filling this up. Why are we not even considering doing it? Okay, now it's being done. What on earth? Now we're going to bed? I'm really confused what these guys are thinking, but... Alright, alright. Now we have sleep wheat grain. Yeah, we can just forever produce this when possible, and ooh. That's actually really good. Out of a single harvest of sleep wheat, you get 18 units of grain. Meaning you get 6 frost buns. Also, we're gonna get some barbecue because... Oh, I was about to say machinery, but then I noticed they're just not good at anything other than machinery. Yeah, looking for ice biomes, it has to be a sensible idea. Because this sleep wheat, if we can properly get it, and just have a standardised route to go through and harvest it all, I'm going to be quite happy. Let me think. We're going to do this right. I'm assuming snow, much like sand, will fall down. Assuming this because it's snow. And, I mean, snow is not the most structurally secure of things. If that's the case, I want to build up, build down, build down. Then, actually, no, rather than this, we would want to dig out that. That should be us able to get to any of the sleep wheats we want. Once I've got this set up, I mean, 5 bits should be fine. Like, our food production is all good with this farm. I haven't expanded beyond 6 people. I do think we need to get, yeah, twice as many. But, like, day by day, our food is going up. Our morale's perfectly fine. We need to survive twice as long as we have, build a monument, then find a way to get to a temporal tear, whatever the hell that is. Also, they mildly failed up here at getting to that. That's fine. That's fine. Dig up these now. Dig this. There's making plenty of space for later. I don't know when I'll need it, but so long as there's nothing immediately being dug, I might as well. Also, smelling flowers apparently makes people happy. Is that a floral scent, I would imagine? I know that's a thing that exists. Or is it because we walked past the flower? I quickly go to materials. In here, that's... I can't see what's inside of it, but is that right? I have this flowers like cocaine. I mean, flowers are nice. I'm also happy with a cactus. So, I'm not very picky. Just like inhale a whole flower in a single breath. Like, not the scent, like the actual flower itself. That's the power move right there. What are we going to do with this area? I've dug out a massive area for something. Do I turn this into an actual farm? I don't know. I don't know. You want me to make a wind tunnel? I could. That was a recreational thing, wasn't it? So furniture? Oh, we can make all sorts of just nonsense now. Doesn't look like it's going to be immediately makeable. I need plastic. Can't even see how big it is. Must be powered, increases morale. It likes to be in a recreational room. Okay. It's just a big wind tunnel. Cool. Harvesting this top plants too. I should, shouldn't I? Because even if they can't get to it now, they will later. That's a good shout. Take ages to grow. Which is why I'm thinking maybe it would be more worthwhile to just not do this right now. And instead try and set up some kind of actual farm. I'd be happy setting up a farm. I would. You're only able to carry 3 items at a time. My guy is useless. He's absolutely useless. Ladder up here as well. No, we need a ladder to go even higher. We need a ladder up to, I believe, up to here, just to be safe. These will now be harvestable, enable auto-harvest as well. That one in there isn't, but if I dig through there, it will be. Dig through that, build a ladder. How much space do these need? So I know these need 3 tiles. I don't know if it says anywhere. But, I mean, apparently the 3 tiles. I'm actually thinking maybe cancel this. Instead build a ladder here since it can jump over. Enable that. You like to melt the ice biome by pumping all your fluids through them. I mean, if you wanted to get rid of an ice biome, you just get rid of these and it would slowly warm up, I'd imagine. Like, it wouldn't be very fast, but that would work over time. The fact that these can just exist is quite interesting. Like what? What do I realistically want from these? Probably just keep the ice biome cold for now. I might steal one of them to bring back to the base, I don't know. I'll figure it out in due time. This has now been filled up, just still have a lot of carbon dioxide. Do we want a second one? I don't know. We might want a second one. Same time though, I kinda don't know what we're using it for still. I have been told it's useful. I am gonna trust you about it. It's just I don't entirely understand what it's useful for. What's actually morale looking? I haven't checked in a while. Oh, for love of Christ. Everyone without any kind of suit. We're at 35. Apparently I'm the least high morale out of all of us, but I'm still at 26. God almighty. But why are they happy? Why are they so happy? I had a good meal. They like the kitchen. They like the shift breaks. I guess it's just because we're walking past lots of nice decor. Like, building all the statues genuinely has helped. But yeah, I want to get oil. Oil seems useful, so I'm just gonna... That seems sensible. That seems like a perfectly fine thing to do. I don't know why I wouldn't just dig a giant ladder down. They're gonna suffocate down there. I know this for certain, they're gonna suffocate. But do I care? Really? I probably should. But you can't deny, this is one of the quicker ways to get down. You don't need to be sensible, I'm just wanting to explore. And maybe get some obsidian, because I want to make some fancy art. Like, was it basalt or... no, it was granite, I think. Yeah. Granite makes decor boards, if I make things out of that. I have considered just making all the flooring granite. And by that sense, like the ceilings, but I'd also want to replace the walls and... How much do we have? We've actually got an awful lot of granite. It's fine. It's fine. We can use igneous rock if we want to worry about things being too warm, like go back to temperature overlay. Would we want igneous rock around this kind of power station room? Maybe? I'm not sure. I've however noticed this apparently stores less power than these. So I plan to automate it while it does work. Yeah, maybe it would work better if I didn't do it in this exact fashion. Ah well. It's fine. I like how we've finally gotten through the piss reservoir. It's glorious. It's quite the achievement, isn't it? I'm so close to it all just being gone. But for some reason the flow doesn't actually want to flow. So that's a concern still, mildly, but not too big of a concern. What is a concern, actually, is... yeah, this entire system of pipes has been blocked because this reservoir is full. I've only just noticed this is actually quite a problem, isn't it? Other gas reservoirs. I mean, I could just build gas reservoirs here. I don't need it to be up here. I could pump the pipes back down. One going to have to do though is... This does have logic thresholds. I'm going to say at 90. It would want to send logic down here along. I don't know if I can get into here. Is that... No, it's unreachable, damn. How best to do this then? Will I bring the wire along here down and around? Because this is definitely screwed up the system. This is my only. Everything has been filled up with CO2. Let me just go to ventilation overlay. This pipe's what's blocked up the system. That's because this is full. So we need a second reservoir. You can make a second reservoir, that is fine. Entirely doable. Question is though, where do I put it? I'm assuming deconstruct this. Just build another one right next to it. Yeah. It's probably a better way to do it. So then I can just feed stuff out of here into the one next to it. If I do that, I would need to have tile, plumbing, pitcher pump here for if they want especially clean water. I know they don't need it. They've got this lovely drinking water that they can get made from their repurposed urine and whatnot. Like, I'm sure they're happy with it. It's somehow worse for them than the actual polluted water. Like, this somehow has more germs. I don't know how that works. I never really questioned it. I guess it's because it comes out of the toilet. It's got more germs when it goes into here. No? I think most of this is just from algae-terrariums. Yeah, it makes sense that's not got the most germs in it. Yeah, we just need to wait for all of this to be done. I still think I'd like something to happen up here. I don't know what would happen though. Like my current, not necessarily goal, but my current thing I kind of want to get is oil. So I'm just going to dig down whether carbon dioxide is going to make this a pain to manage. So I'm going to set up an oxygen mask checkpoint down here. Good. Oxygen system's not too far away. Need to get a pipe going out there, then down into an oxygen station. Okay. Okay, new plan. New plan. Dig out a small room here. Come on, Banshee. I believe in you. You're Mr. Digging Man. You can dig it all. Oh. I've just noticed up here. Fancy egg. I don't know entirely what we do when domesticated, but we've got a fancy egg. I like fancy eggs. They're always nice. I still don't know entirely what it's gonna do. Apparently creates coal still. So chances are that wasn't the one which creates... It was a refined metal out of stone, I think people told me. Although, that's quite nice. I should maybe disable this for now, like manually. It's still trying to pump in CO2. The CO2 is stopping the whole system out. I don't like what we're doing here. Okay, deconstructed that, build a new couple tiles, then build a gas reservoir, not plumbing, ventilation, we want gas pipe to go from there up. Correct? I think that's correct. We're now going to have a series of interconnected reservoirs. I have been told it's useful, so I'm gonna keep you held to that. I've got no way to know for myself. One day they might come in here. Apparently we need to dig this first, which is why we haven't done it yet, but one day they will come along to here. Actually, I mean, dig and build and harvest. Are any of these really harvestable? We've got a couple harvestable. Yeah, what we need to do is we need to make a new Great Hall somewhere for when we make more stuff. I'm thinking up here is just going to be an entirely new section. They'll slowly migrate everything over. I don't know if migrating everything's a sensible plan, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try. Because what would I want to migrate? Beds, mess hall, recreation room, lavatories. All that. Got a new setup here for whenever doing work up in this area. That's not going to be something I'd actually use anytime soon. Simply because I need plastic in order to make pneumatic tubes, or whatever you want to call them. So I can send people down here without them wasting like half their shift walking down. Half their free time or whatever, just trying to move around. That's something that's not going to happen anytime soon if I do decide to build more beds and such. Building a new farm, I have plenty of food and it's only going up. So I'm gonna say no. Here's a stupid idea. It was F11, yeah. Could we make a nature reserve? We need to figure out how to get the sign. Then we need to grow some plants. And that's it. Like, we've got various plants just here. We can make a small nature reserve just in this area. How do you get a park site? Whereabouts does that fall under the research? And yeah, we're making our way towards a monument, because I had nothing better to do. That would likely... I would have said be under decor, it's not. What is the nature reserve stuff? I haven't already got it, have I? I might already have it. We seemingly do not. I'm not seeing any sign-looking things in this area. We've got carpets, we've got a textile loom. Yeah, that's all good. Did you build a park sign? You'd think it'd be simple as just like putting in a bit of wood, slapping on some paint. I don't know why I'm looking down here. It's definitely not going to be down here. Why on earth would it be in the like rocketry stuff? No. I'm just looking through everything for anything which looks a bit like a sign. Make bunkers? That makes me worried about what can happen later on. Imagine maybe that's for the very top. When you're out in space, pretty much. Space, it's got like meteorites and stuff that I could hit you, I'd imagine. And you wouldn't want anything to be bursting open into a vacuum. I'm not seeing any park signs. I don't think it's too important. It was just a passing thought. I'll go back to that later. Also, blueprint, we want... I don't know what we want. I'm just gonna take some seeds. Sure. Sure. Seeds are fine. Okay, we've got this area sorted. We want to now tile it up. Build this. Then check temperature overlay. It's quite hot. Me using insulated tiles isn't going to do anything, because we've not got anything going in to cool it down. How do I do this? I'm trying to think this through. Currently there's carbon dioxide in here. I won't be happy. Even if it is a little room just for getting like an oxygen mask or whatever. They'd rather not have carbon dioxide on the way in there. Algae terrariums, in this pool of water, they'd start eating the carbon dioxide. Is it, at this point, more efficient to build a pump, hook it up to this system, and just have it pump all of this CO2 up to here? I'm thinking it might be. Also, there's tiles down here. I've just noticed. Obsidian tiles. There's something of interest. Okay, if I just build some airlocks. Maybe we'll just make a small route. Well, I'll figure out the specifics later. I would assume pumping oxygen in there will help a little. It won't help a lot. The CO2 is slowly building up. I'm gonna do this. I need to run a wire down if I'm gonna make one of these pumps. That reservoir has just been built. So logically, if I keep this disabled, which it will be because we can't currently get into here. We can't get into there. Get that sorted. If I keep this disabled, I can do that by changing the low threshold. I can have one manually pumping carbon dioxide out of here instead of dealing with this room. I can instead deal it down here. I think that's the way to go. I don't know if any of what I've just said makes sense, but it does to me. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. Because, I mean, if I didn't understand what I'm saying, then it'd be very difficult to actually get that in practice to work. Get that made, ventilation, gas pipes. We're going to reuse this gas pipe later anyway, we'll just need to hook it into the oxygen. This is fine for now. This is absolutely fine for now. Okay. In theory, this should work. I mean, as it stands, we have just pumped all the CO2 that was in here into instead this one. To be fair, is maybe not the best immediate move. But at least it shows that the system is working. It's kind of a flow-through system. This is going to be overflow. This is going to be one with any logic on it feeding into anything. That's fine. I would quite like to mop up this. I don't know who's going to mop it and when, but I'd like that to be done at some point. Here we go, delivering copper. So this is a setup. We'll need to manually set this to be open for the time being. What? No. No, we set it to auto. We keep it on auto for now. So that's only going to open when people go in. We're then going to have to pump oxygen down here. We'll have a vent to keep this room oxygenated. So we have a stopping off point after going through all this CO2. Yeah, this room hopefully serve well as just kind of a stopping off point to possibly get an oxygen mask. It depends if it's needed. But it should work. I need to pretty much copy this design here. I've given myself an extra tile of space. Just because, I mean, yeah, maybe it would be nice for them. Don't know. Also means I could add an algae terrarium if it ever gets particularly bad. Yeah, just leave this for now. This will get sorted in due time. Just need to wait. Food's definitely looking fine. Stress isn't bad, no one's particularly ill. Something I should check before going down here. This is like polluted water and everything. We do have fish, one of them is apparently tropical. Why is he tropical? What's so tropic about this place other than it's really bloody warm? I don't know. Alright. I'm going down. It's going to be insanely hot down here. Would have maybe been a better idea to go over this way. Like, past all the... like, granite and the bleach stone and such. Got like a nice seam of coldness around the edge. And also got quite a cold area up there. I don't know how important that is. I mean, I do want to get into whatever this is. That's mainly the reason I'm going down now. It's warm and lush. Sure. Apparently if it's just between like 35 and 80, it's more likely to do that. That's all. And I mean, it's warm enough to be doing that. Yeah, it does make sense. It does make sense that we're making the tropical eggs. However, we are hungry. I don't know what we're eating. Would we want to try and catch them? Probably not. We want to be careful as well about slime. I believe I was warned I'm going to be going into slime at any point. I need to make sure I have... it's an oxygen, isn't it? Yeah, deodorizers. Just like a wall. Just so it can't get past. I think that's something I'm going to follow advice-wise. Simply because, I mean, I don't want the guys just dying. I've been doing well so far. I'd rather they don't die if possible. Yeah, looks like we've finally made tiles. Not granite tiles, because that's what I had selected before. I didn't mean to be making granite tiles, but you know what? Sure. It's fine. Like, granite's just better igneous rock. It's got decor bonus. Here. We're just building things out of granite nowadays. That's fine. just need to get this pipe set up. Let's see. Construction. It's up to 7. We want the pipes to be made. Pipes get made, I'll be quite happy. I don't know how soon they'll be making them, but I'd quite like it to be done. I have a lot of things set at 5 and 9. I have 8 for a fair few things. Like, there should be a lot of 9s, should there? If I go to all. Like, we've got the building station. Apparently this door. These doors, I don't know why they're set at 9. I don't think I ever meant to do that. Must have been during a construction thing I accidentally set them. Like, it's largely just 5. Apart from the fridge, because these people really do not want to refrigerate their food half the time. Speaking of though, like, the fridge is full. If I need a second fridge, I think I might. Kill to balance all. If too much setting down, start doing dumb stuff. Fair enough, yeah. I'm wanting to leave a balance, people focus on their jobs, best they can. I want better farming. I am kind of a farmer and rancher guy. Sure. There we go. They're all 37. That guys are having the time of their life. Oh fuck, Slime Rancher. Oh, Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher 2 is coming out sometime soon-ish, I think. I'm definitely going to play that when it comes out. Like, you can't make me not. That was a lovely game to just chill and do stuff in. But when is it coming out? I'm kind of curious now. Like, the game's going to keep running in the background. Let's see. Slime Rancher 2. Slime Rancher 2. Apparently similar to Power Wash Sim. I mean, sure. I don't think it's similar to Power Wash Sim in any way, but sure. Yeah, it's releasing in autumn or fall, as it says in the store. But honestly, I'm looking forward to it. I want to get the big pink slimes and just, I don't know, launch them off a cliff or something. I can't remember quite what I did. Also, stress. 1% stress. Who's being stressed? How dare they? Bad shit. Is it because you need to constantly hold your breath? You puny person. Yeah, looks like my plan is working. We are just scrubbing all of everything out of this area. I mean, yeah. Yeah, the plan's worked. We've now created a vacuum, almost. It wasn't entirely what I wanted. But, I mean, I just need to plump in, like, some kind of oxygen or that that will fill up the area, I would imagine. To wait for this to completely depressurise. I like how it's still trying to pump, but there's like such minuscule amounts it can't. Yeah, there we go. Cool, that's now going to be deconstructed. There's needing to be done relatively sensibly, I think's probably a better way to put it. Because we want to have a gas vent. We'll sit in here. We're gonna have the station here. Get the like gas mask station. It's a checkpoint we need. Put it here. Station goes there. Vent goes there. Then we should have a lovely little room. Look at the temp. Yeah, the temp's not great. It's not the worst. It's like 35-ish. The vacuum means that there's currently no temperature, but the surrounding stuff, like, it's a little on the hot side, but They're not gonna die. So that's fine. It's fine. As long as they're not dying, I'm happy enough. I will need to cool down the oxygen at some point, which I should look into. Because if we're now going into warmer areas, I need to have cooling systems. Because yeah, like 28 degrees, that's fairly reasonable around the place. Like that's just from somewhere relatively in the middle. We are still just researching a monument. We really do not need a monument. Yeah, we're doing stuff with gases. What was it I needed? Thermoregulator? Assuming thermoregulator. Pump oxygen in. Pump oxygen out. Okay, that would mean I want to get this all set up correctly. I'll plug it into this system. Just do something along the lines of this. Didn't mean to quite build that far. Build it all the way along. This is all cold, yes? Yes. We don't need to necessarily go any further in. We'll just build it next to this. Because this sucks in hotness, I guess, and cools it down. I don't know quite how it works. It apparently eats vacuum. I really don't understand. But yeah, we want... Where is it? Why is it not in ventilation? A thermoregulator I thought would have been. Automation? Not automation, no. Won't be furniture. Utilities? Utilities. Okay. Thermoregulator. Ah, hello Banshee. You're not dead, no one is. We're gonna release green gas. The rain pipes, we're gonna dump heat into a cold area. I mean, I'm largely wanting to steal the cold from the area. I'm not so much thinking of dumping the heat there, but... honestly, yeah, you're not wrong. I'll need to build a small bit of tiling. That should be fine. Dig this. How are we gonna fit this all in? That's gonna be the output pipe with the cold oxygen. Right here. I'll run it pretty much alongside. How do we fit this in? Output's on the bottom, which I don't really like. The most sensible way to fit it in would be kind of like this. However, there's a plant there is the only real issue. Yeah, I forgot there is a plant there. Cancel for now. Can't build through... Ah. Okay. So I do need to build tiles over this first. I mean, there we go. Tiles. That'll be fine. Maybe insulated tiles for what I'm doing. Do insulated tiles. I'm not gonna be building pipes through that yet, if that's the case. This is just gonna be something I'll work on. It's not any immediate priority. This area, if I'm remembering, actually not very warm. Okay, let me have a quick think. Overheats at 75, so it does need something to cool it down. Since it produces heat, it will need to have some kind of cooling. Meaning it will need to be in this general area. So what if I dig out this? Like dig out a bit of ceiling as well. Mind the slime. We don't want to get into there. We just reached cycle 100, got like the achievement-y thing for it. You know what, rather than just building any flooring there, it's not going to be anything anyone really interacts with. That's what I will just do instead. There we go. I still don't know entirely how I'm plugging it in, but I'll make sure all the stuff we need's down there. Maybe scratch these two for now. Yeah, what I'm going to need to do is I need a way to get into there. I could build a ladder to there. Is this a base? Yeah, this is for base cooler. I have been told it's quite important to do, to an extent anyway, and I mean, if I'm going to be ending up going down here, I'd kind of like to be able to pump colder air than like 60 degrees Celsius. Because apparently that's just hot. That's not scorching. I disagree. But apparently that is just hot. I mean, I'd imagine scorching then is boiling point, or higher. Then molten would be not too far beyond that. I don't know. This has all been dug out. Banshee, you're incredibly quick at doing your job. I do like that about your character. We're wanting airflow. So what we're going to do... Airflow tiles. We can get into there still. Build that. Build... utilities, thermoregulator, bam. Ventilation, not a gas vent, we need... right click. Gas pipe. This is the output. This goes into here. This would come down into there. That will be base cooling made. I'll hook it in later. That will be it created. I think this is a sensible idea. I couldn't tell you if it actually is, but I think it is. And that's good enough for me. Okay. So yeah, this should all be quite cold thanks to this plant immediately underneath. Which, again, eats vacuum. Which presumably means it eats heat. I don't know. Would you consume vacuum? It still doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't say anything else. Does consuming vacuum just mean that it had to have some kind of a consumption in order to produce stuff? Therefore, we set it to vacuum so it doesn't actually eat anything at all? Maybe? I don't know. I'm going to assume it takes in heat and makes out just cold stuff. Such a weird consumption though it is. Also, apparently there is just sleep wheat down there, which is nice. Something I will say that I like about this ice biome. Sleep wheat produces 18 grain at a time. That is a godly amount. Because that is 6 meals. Like, proper meals as well. Like, if we have a look. 1200 kilocalories. So, that's good. That is good. Also, apparently we can make these. Yes, sure. If we've got them. We're not making pickled mealworms. That's just bad. I'd much rather have just bars. Less. Bars worse. No, the bars are somehow better. Sleepy plus water, lettuce, plus barbecue equals... I mean... I don't think that's happening anytime soon, but I am very much contemplating making a little farm over here for sleep wheat. Like, it would need a lot of space. I could just, like, dig out a small area in here, build a tiny little farm. I think that would be reasonable. I don't know quite how reasonable, but I think it would be reasonable. Also, we've now got water, presumably because stuff is melted. That's fine. We now have the... We've got a lot of things. First, let's look at the little achievement we've got. There we go. Apparently our first people are... I mean, how many cycles do they last? Do they just last until they die? Or is there actually age that I need to worry about? They last until they die, okay. Power wasted has very much decreased after we added in the smart battery. Travel time's honestly way too high now. I do need to try and make that better, meaning I do need to get the... plastic for the tubes. Oxygen looks to be about fine. I'm creating more than I'm using. Creating around 402, using around 344. Calorie consumption is apparently resting well below what we're using. Or generating anyway. So we are fine in that front as well. Okay, next, blueprint. We want anyone. We could get another excavator. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. We're just gonna get them. You'll do. Can't tame nymphs, can you? I don't think you can. Also, what for you? This is just our guy who does building. Genuinely, what do we want? I mean, you can demolish some of the fancy buildings, but I kind of like the idea of just leaving them be. Like, you can wrangle shine bugs, just not the children there or whatever. Okay. Shine nymphs. Sure you can wrangle? I don't have a bus in here. I've got show navigation, follow cam, and attack. I can't show you because it's under a webcam. But yeah, give me a moment. I will hide my webcam for you. There you go. But you can see them here. There's no wrangle button. I don't know if there's like a specific thing you need to do, but I mean, I'm happy enough with them not being wrangled, honestly. I'd have a chance to create a sun now. Hell's a sun now? He eats all sorts of just stuff. So it must be wrangleable to an extent then, right? I don't know. Ah, I did an air trap. Alright, yeah, I did. I do remember seeing that as a thing. Get my webcam back. There we go. Yeah, because you have air and water tracer traps, don't you? So yeah, that does make sense. I've also got this massive area up here, by the way, Banshee. I don't know what we're doing with it. But we have it. We're going to quickly turn on the light in the room. There we go. It's getting a bit dark. Yeah. What next? Still kind of want to go down. It's meaning we do need to get this made. I've got my curtains closed to try and keep the sun out so my room's not as hot. Like, it's currently roasting. I'm really out of water as well, so I mean, I'll need to get that sorted soon. Stations though. We need to make oxygen mask dock. Do we need power for it? I'd imagine yes. No, we don't. Okay, we can deconstruct the wires. We want to build a vent, however. We'd also like... Before we get that vent made, actually, and before we make this building, cancel both of them. We'd like to deconstruct gas pipe. I'm gonna say all of it. I'll plug it back in later. But yeah. I think it's 25 degrees Celsius today. Like, it's too warm. I don't know how these people can survive in that constant tire. Like, I don't get it. I feel a bit bad for it. Just a little bad. Like, not very bad. In fact, yeah, I might as well deconstruct the wires as well. We don't need them, do we? Deconstruct up to here, I believe it is. It's fine. We had that there just because I wanted to be able to get the carbon dioxide out previously. So I did have like a gas pump. Seems it does make its way back in, but I put oxygen in it, it will be fine. It'll just naturally make its way out. Oh god, yeah. Scotland, you normally don't have any kind of sun or anything like that. Yeah. Still doing fine, getting rid of the carbon dioxide up here. This gas reservoir. Got automation pipes almost made. Just... or automation wires even, not pipes. So those are done, I'm turning this back on, it's currently disabled. All it's going to do is pump carbon dioxide into here until it's overly full again. But yeah, just wait a moment for things to be built. There we go. This can now be enabled. We have oxygen production down here, which we do need a bit of because of air pots. We've also got gas pump to get rid of the CO2. CO2 in here is a bit of a worry, but it's going to be getting rid of over time, so that's fine. Down here, yeah, the pipe was deconstructed, seemingly. So we want gas vent, station, dock, ventilation, gas pipe, down. Got it. That's now ready for me to pump oxygen in. Oxygen will come from up here. I can actually plug it in now, can't I? There we go. That's perfectly good. That will be added in. I've knocked my duck off because I've accidentally bumped the table. Lovely wee duck this. But I need to possibly... There we go. It's a bit bright. I haven't paid attention to the balance of the webcam, but yeah. I've got a wee duck. I'll hold up again so you can actually see it this time. It's good goddamn bright to see it, but little rubber duck. Little rubber duck. I keep it on top of my monitor for some reason, I don't know why. I keep knocking it off. And I always feel a little bit bad about it. Probably as I should, but yeah. Up here, is this ever going to be completed? Presumably at some point. This uses 240 power. How much is being used in this loop? 240, 240. Another 240. God, that's already getting quite high. That's up to like 720. That'd be 840. That's already higher than it really should be. I think it's fine, because this isn't ever running. This here is kind of backup. Where would I plug it in? It doesn't need a lot of power, but it will need to be connected into the circuits. I could just draw a wire all the way up from here. Just from there, up here, continue to go up, and just use this. I plug it directly into the mains. I don't know. I think maybe I do. Maybe I do plug it into the mains. Or can I plug it into this, actually? Yeah, because that's... Yeah, not using a lot of power. I'll plug it into this one. I will need a wire bridge. To go up here. To go over there. Fine. Just... This is all fine. That massive wire building, wasn't it? Yeah, that should now, once it's all made, work. If it doesn't, I would be quite surprised. I wouldn't be really surprised, because I mean, I still don't really know what I'm doing for the most part. Yeah, other news down here, still needs to be built. I don't even know how badly we'll need this to be made, is the thing. I mean, I'm just thinking all the carbon dioxide from digging my way down. There's not any breathable air to tap into down this way. So chances are, it's worth digging down with oxygen masks. I mean, I want to build ladders. But I'm not doing that until we have oxygen masks, because as much as I would love to just send you back into quite possibly your death, I'd feel terrible doing it, so I'm not going to. I guess I could dig out this for now. That would be fine. Give us a little bit of space to work in outside. That's just now going to be getting oxygen down here, with any luck. With that properly hooked in, all I need to do is set up a build order. Oh, never mind, it's already been built. It's all connected. Oxygen's going to be coming down here. That could be fine. I need to hold our breath a little bit getting up to there. We're now having oxygen. Carbon dioxide, I don't entirely know where it'll settle. I forgot I was out of water. I'll need to go fill it up in a second. Okay, what does this look like? We want material overlay. Too much carbon dioxide. That'll be fine. Like, it is mildly overpressured. Is there the carbon dioxide in here? What can I do to get rid of it, other than just dig a hole? I could just dig a hole, couldn't I? Yeah. Why hadn't I thought of this? Oh, this is a stupid plan. I love it. Yeah, deconstruct that. Dig a small hole. We can put tiles around it just to make it look slightly more as it should belong there, but it really won't. Also, just noticed polluted ice. You can freeze polluted water. Okay. Polluted ice is a thing that exists. Yeah, this now has been hooked into the system. I think we're about to get cold air. I think we are. Deconstruct gas pipes. We want to go to ventilation. I want to disconnect it there is all I want. I think to do that I need to deconstruct one of them. Annoyingly. I mean, ventilation-wise, I can definitely plug this in. It will get some of the oxygen. It should split like 50-50, I think. Yeah. So that's going to be getting a lot of oxygen in currently. Once it starts pumping it into this pipe, then... I mean, if I just connect it in there instead, or connect it over here, just get rid of both of them. There we go. We're then going to be getting cold air coming out soon. Pipes are backing up, so that doesn't last long unless there's somewhere for it to go. Yes, okay, I'll plug it in. I'll get built in time. These need to be deconstructed. Yep, there we go. Cool. Once that's been made, we're fine. Dren should be making it, as is Bubbles. We're going to have cold oxygen, right? It's a lot colder than I thought it would be. But it's immediately heating up. Is this why you need to have kind of thermal pipes? I'm assuming over time it will just gradually cool. Yeah, it looks like it is. For now, I think it's fine. Like, it will, over time, cool off. It's me pumping out chunks of oxygen, like 4 or 5 chunks at a time. Why is it? Okay, do thermal overlay. I mean, it's not going to show any significant difference, but it is immediately cooling down a bit. Like, we have chilled air coming this way. That is slowly spreading, because if we, like, zoom in a bit... Yeah, that is definitely spreading, isn't it? The coldness. This one's now looking like it's turning into dark blue. That one's also looking like it will turn... Okay, over time, this will work, I think. Over time. It's going to take a long, long time for anything to actually happen. And the pipes themselves, I'd imagine, contribute to the ambient temperature, so I'm fine with it as is. I don't know if it's the most sensible way to do it, but I'd imagine it. I really hope it will. I've also got a skill point. Ah, for you, Fuke. What do you want? Do you want to be better at cooking? Because, I mean, you're currently quick, you're good at carrying, and you're good at tidying and plumbing. What else do you want? I don't know what you could get, honestly. I could make you get up towards rocket navigation. It would take a while. Oh yeah, I did. That's exactly what I did, Fuke. I don't know why you're surprised. I'll just give you more cooking, because, I mean, you are the only cook in this whole place. It kind of makes sense to make you better at it. I think it's like the pipes in the way back, it loses as much cold. I mean, yeah, I could insulate them. It's slowly, like, cooling as it goes along. Like, as soon as it gets to these vents, like, it is just normal temperature. Maybe I should. I mean... yeah, sure. What's the difference in price? Well, it costs a lot. I mean, I have a lot to spare. Just do this. Needs vents to be insulated going back to retain the code. Yeah. I was assuming over time it would just get better, but yeah, it doesn't seem to. Radiant going in? Wait, why radiant? What do radiant pipes do? Oh, allows extreme changing. It's already been cooled down massively. Like, I'm assuming having just a little bit, like, there will do. That's where it starts to cool down, around this exact line. And I do have a thermal regulator just cooling it manually, or not really manually, just cooling it itself. Pumping out at -15 though. Yeah, it could definitely be better. There's a cooling factor of... theoretically. Can I, like, have a massive chain of these? And just make it absolute zero temperature, so I freeze literally everything. Like, theoretically, that would work. Really freeze oxygen. That's a good point. What point does it freeze? Does it say anywhere? Create a liquid. A negative. Okay, I'd be pumping liquid oxygen through the pipes. Oh, that'd be fun. Clicking CO2. I mean, you can make dry ice, because yeah, that freezes a lot sooner. I won't freeze O2 without a lot of effort. I mean, yeah, it's not something I'm actually worried about. I was just thinking, theoretically, you could. Okay, insulate the pipes up to there for now. Apart, we get a new blueprint. Hell's a pit. Pesky, non-hostile, subsistent thimble reeds, and I don't know what kind of tree that is. Bury seeds in the ground whenever can find small areas for like squirrels. I don't know if I want them. I'm gonna take them. Because I mean, what's the worst we're gonna do? Give me more plants? Like that? That's fine. If I'm gonna make like a nature reserve or whatever at any point, it's worth having. Now, John. What do we give John? We made him the artist, and he was a researcher, he is no longer a researcher. Proved carrying. That's always fine. He's usually the one to go fill up the coal down here anyway, so I think that's reasonable. Over time, these will be built. Like, it's going to take an awfully long time. Over time, it will be. And then we're going to have actually cold oxygen. Because as it is, it's just the same temperature as before. And yeah, we've gotten all the CO2 filled up again. What happened to the automation? Did I not plug it in right? No, I plugged it in right. Okay, I should disable it a lot sooner then, because I kind of want this to be not entirely full all the time. Yeah. Okay, I'll leave this running while I go fill my water. Do you want me to run an ad break to get rid of pre-rolls? Do people particularly care? Do you want to just watch this? Oh, I'm away. So is it Alt S? Alt S. Yeah, we can just watch most of my colony from here. I'm gonna go fill my water. I won't give you an ad break. In the habit, I guess. In the habit of it. It'll be like a minute long one. That'll be fine. This'll look good for Revolve anyway if I just have watching everything happen. Back in a second. I've returned. You're still getting like ads, or I don't know how long we're lasting still. I'm assuming it's fine. But yeah, you didn't get one. Cool. Some people just don't. I don't particularly care whether you get it or not. That's fine by me. I just want to get to the pre-rolls best I can. That's all I want. Because I don't like ads. Assumedly other people don't particularly like them either. What's happened while I was away though? Ooh, can finally get to electrical engineering. I mean, someone can finally use this machine up after. Like, I don't know. At least half the last stream and half this one. And I want to sit immediately. Fair enough, I'm fine with that. Good to keep hydrated and all that. It really is. Okay, they seem to be building this slowly, but they are building it. Built the stuff down here already. Puke, you've got a balloon. I'm assuming that's just because you're a clown. Fair enough. That makes sense. Yeah, we would like a ladder down here, if possible. Yeah, we're now just gonna have oxygen up here and a pit for carbon dioxide. Is it a sensible thing to do? Nah, not really. Is it something worth doing? Probably not, but I mean, that's fine. It's fine. I've never claimed to be sensible. Just have a CO2 pit. That's honestly got far too much CO2 in it. I still don't know where I'm supposed to send all of this. I was told to store it. I don't know what to do with it beyond storing it. Like, ideally I'd like to pump it somewhere else, but if I need to store it, I could put it into, like, gas cylinders? Can't I? Yeah, gas canisters. Like, I could make something like this. That's entirely fine. I'm gonna set that up there for when I maybe need it. Ah, hello Dead Set. Good to see you. I will say, since you're new, this is my first playthrough of the game. Feel free to backseat as much as you want. Like, I am 100% fine with backseating, just tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm good. I'm worried, because that's the first two lines of the usual bots come by to sell art. There's been a lot of them recently. I'm assuming you're not a bot, but you never be too careful. Skynet's just round the corner after all. I don't know if it is, I'm very likely it is. But yeah, like, I think things are going well. Currently I'm in the process of trying to cool down oxygen. We have, like, actual fresher air in this. Yeah, how are you? You doing good? I do hope you are. It's honestly too warm in my room. But it's 25 degrees Celsius outside. Not much you can do about it. What do we want next? Bal miniaturization? Good to hear you're doing well. Good to hear. If you said you were, I wouldn't have known how to respond. Yeah, I don't know what I want to get. Jetpacks sound fun. Cool, let's go for jetpacks. That's good for me. We really did not need jetpacks. Not in the slightest. That's fine. A question about the game you might be able to answer. I mean, largely there aren't many things in the way of questions. Other than, like, oil is going to be a tough thing to get to if it's in here, right? Because I'm assuming pumps for oil, they don't go out to the side. It's not like an oil tap. It's kind of, you need to go down into it. And it's got a bunch of salt water above, so I'm a bit upset. I've only just noticed that that's a thing. I mean, I did find oil. I did want to find oil this stream. That was one of my goals that I set myself. Finding oil. I did find ice as well. Ice is nice, as they say. But yeah. Maybe I'll try and find a different piece of oil. I'm also going to need to continue to pump oxygen through this area. Seemingly, it's not the densest of gas, so I might need to lock this open at some point. Build ladders into the oil. This seems like a terrible idea, and I'm entirely up for it. Find a way to drain it. Ah! That is a good point. I hadn't considered that. Like, dig a hole somewhere in. Drain the oil in. Oh yeah, the salt water I'm not going anywhere near. Largely because it's too wet, apparently. And also because it's near enough boiling point. I don't want to go in there. Like, I don't think it's reasonable to send anyone in. That's going to produce a lot. Is it just not producing any simply because it's currently under too much pressure? It seems you could add more salt water into these tiles around, like the edges, but I don't know how it is. It's allegedly dormant at the moment. I remember when I very first saw it. It's handy free water later. But so is this. This gives me power with the byproducts of water, isn't it? Because that would, like, spin a turbine, wouldn't it? You'll use them in food and drink piss. Ah. Like I'm doing. Although, strangely, the drinking water's cleaner, or dirtier even, than the, like, piss I've just got sitting around. Yeah, that steam vent, I think that does look rather cool, as you say, Hugh. I don't say what I need particularly to worry about if it's cold steam. Like, it's not assumedly going to be cold to the point where it's like freezing cold vapor. If it is, I'm going to be very worried. Chances are slim. Ah no, that's fine. It gives out a lot of steam at 110 degrees Celsius, so it's not going to be freezing vapor. It's proper steam, but it's not superheated steam. That's fine. We can make a power plant kind of thing up here as well, using that. Still don't know what to do with this area, but I have it, and it's apparently where all the shine bugs like to live. So, hooray! I had considered making it into a nature reserve, but I've got no idea how to make a park sign, so I kind of gave up on that. Presumably it's somewhere in this list, and I just haven't been able to spot it. Oh, it's here. Cool, I found it! We're gonna make a park. So we need wild plants. 4 different wild plants? Or just 4 plants? Yeah, the park does have a size, don't worry, I am aware. It needs 2 wild plants for just a park. Any 4, it needs to be 4 different. I mean, chances are, I'm just gonna build like a thing here. Let me zoom in a little. Is that a mealwood plant? Yes. Okay. As much as I'd love to just build a door immediately there, I'm just gonna... I did not mean to build that far down. Gonna do this. And pneumatic door. Then like... That seems like it's probably big enough, right? I think it's 120 tiles is the most it wants. It's definitely not where I meant to put it. But sure. Sure. That's nice game. I'm blaming the game. It was almost definitely me who made that mistake, but shush. We don't need to know that it was me making a mistake. I would never make a mistake. I am the epitome of a gamer. I am fully omnipotent with every game I play. Yep. Definitely omnipotent. Not incompetent. Maybe sounds similar. But I swear it's definitely not incompetent. If I just build this will be a park, won't it? It should be. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Also, increase the speed, build a park, sign in the middle. I don't know what this does. Does it make people happier when they walk through it on their shift? Food is decayed, yeah, that's because my fridge is full. I need a second fridge. Okay, here's something I need to consider. I don't need the water cooler, I don't think. I go to F11, mess hall, or great hall even. I need a decor item for a total of plus 20 decor. This plant here, how much decor is it giving? 25, cool. Deconstruct this. We're gonna build more fridges. We need more space for our things. I'm a little worried at this point. I mean, not worried about food necessarily being an issue. I'm worried about food decomposing being an issue, because that'll create, like, polluted stuff, won't it? Just to check. Damn, that's now a mess hall. It's not a great hall. So I did need to actually have that. Damn it. Okay, second idea. I make a pot on the wall. That's fine, right? I'll produce enough decor, right? Morale boost when they pass through it. Build on the main transit route, then it's better. Yeah, because eventually we are going to have people passing through here quite frequently, I would imagine. Seeing as this is the mess hall and such, this is going to be God knows what. That'll be something later on. I mean, for the time being, I don't really need morale, is the thing. Like, morale 22, morale 32, like, they're all quite happy. I don't need to be concerned. Also, this is an invalid location, so never mind. We're still trying to build all these gas pipes. You know what, I do kinda want to build a little quicker, if you wouldn't mind, so just... There we go. I don't know if that was worth doing, but... We're finally going to be able to get our oxygen actually arriving at a decent temperature. Somehow it cools down in this corner. And it's not supposed to be doing that. As for down here, unreachable? Egg? How is that unreachable? How is this unreachable? If I set that open, does it become reachable? What makes this unreachable? I'm genuinely very confused. What? Okay, now it's reachable. Is it because this didn't have an oxygen mask we didn't want to pass through? I guess? Please deliver an oxygen mask. I know we've got spares. I've set it to higher priority. Yeah, Banshee, you're now taking it down here. Cool. That's fine. Where are you? Not really anywhere too nearby, but you'll be there eventually, apparently. Where are you running from? Up there. Okay. Perfect. Oxygen mask will now be delivered. Cool. Set that back to 5 priority. Set this to auto. Lovely. Yeah, things look to be going well. I don't know why I have this anymore. We don't need that vent. Things have been more so accurately set up. Still need something to do with CO2, because I was told to bottle it up for some reason. I don't know why we want a reservoir of CO2. I've done it. It's technically a thing that now exists. Why? I don't understand. Also, oxygen is now, yeah, remaining cold. Meaning, over time, this should, all is working properly, become actually well oxygenated. Yeah, we want to then maybe have oxygen going up. I don't think so. It should flow relatively well through all this. Used to be critters happily just vent all to space. Okay. So it is fine to just leave this to eat up not oxygen, the CO2 that's being made. Like, that's not something I need to care about. That is good to know. Because I was planning on just leaving this to eat oxygen, or sorry, CO2 and make oxygen to then flood out of here. This is one of the lower points in the base. I want to make sure oxygen flows up into the surrounding areas. CO2 down here, I do need to kinda do something. Now, though, I mean, we are largely looking okay. I think it's now safe to send you on a little digging expedition. We want lots of oxygen to be getting down here. Meaning we're building ladder, and we're digging. And likely up top, just to make it aesthetically pleasing an airflow tile. So now we just wait. If enough time it will all be sorted. I'm assuming this is reachable at this point, right? Why is it unreachable? I'm really confused. Okay, I'm just gonna open this. Set that to always open. Because for some reason they can't dig. I mean, you're not the only one. No, Cook does all the cooking. I'm managing all the farms and just the creatures. I think you do a lot of it though. Like, you really do. That's still unreachable. How the hell is it unreachable? I don't understand. Alright, sure. We still want to get into here. Apparently we've got lead. Possibly lead, depending on how you want to pronounce the word, because... I mean, that's definitely a thing. We've got fossil! Assuming fossil can't be turned into oil? Got such a tiny amount just here, it's probably not even worth tapping into. Yeah, you are the housewife. You do all the cleaning and such. Ah, fossils and lime, so you make phosphorus and stuff like that, I'd imagine. Fair enough. I think that's what it is. It's either phosphor or sulfur, and I can't remember which you use lime for. What makes steel? Oh, okay. That's fair enough. I do like how I am just pumping oxygen down here, like it's actually more breathable in here than it is outside. Like, how does that work? It's got a massive chunk of CO2, which no one can breathe. Just hold their breath, get into here. It's actually better. I mean, there should be an oil something or other. I'll be down in this kind of area. Largely, I am worried about the whole temperature situation. Which means I should maybe build just down here. Right up to this. Because only the vent needs it to be cold. I'll slowly cool down the ambient temperature around it, I would imagine. I don't really know if that's how it works, but I'd like to hope that's how it works. It does seem we are gradually cooling things down. I maybe want to have a vent here. I think maybe add a vent in here. Gas vent. Okay, the game froze slightly as it went over to next day. I didn't get the gas vent. There we go. Place that here. Insulating pipes in your base. You want heat exchange. That's how you cool the place. So it's not the gas vents outputting cold air that I want. It's the cold air giving ambient cooling to everything else. Okay. If I... let's say... give a couple... Wait, what am I doing? Colder gases, I would imagine, would be better. I could give, like, ambient cooling by just changing into, like, actual gas pipes. I can't seem to change it too well. Like, I'll do a little bit in here, just as a test. Because it's not going to lose a lot of temperature. I mean, I do get what you're meaning, is the thing. Because, I mean, in theory, cooling down the air around it is the same as cooling down the gas you're pumping in. Like, that does make sense. So yeah, let's just add in a little bit extra in there. What's this thing? A few radiant pipes. I was thinking just regular old pipes. Simply because, I mean, it would surely be more efficient to have regular pipes if we're still wanting to pump out cold air. Also, fish. I wasn't expecting this. We still need to trap to catch these, right? Even if they're out of water. How's this gonna work? I quite like the idea of them just dumping a bunch of fish out of the teleporter. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, they are just on the ground. Okay. We can't wrangle them. I mean, yeah, kill and cook seems like the best option. Unless I want to breed them down here. I can definitely breed them down here if I wanted. Let me think. Food. I can't make any traps, is the thing. Ah, strip, kill them all. Oh, I feel a bit bad, but I just had a bunch of fish get dumped out of there. Also, Banshee, I believe this is your job to kill them. Because you're good at excavation, you're good at fighting. Yeah, cool, we just get a bunch of fish. Poor fish. If I could have caught them, I would have tried. But, yeah. I will need to add it to the menu as well. You are correct. Forever, so long as it exists, do it. Him trying to escape. He's got an awfully far. Can't escape you, Banshee. Good guy. We then want to move debris. All of this. Bar the egg. These fridges we want to be at a higher priority for, I mean, construction and refrigerator. Over here we've got Murph already. What other plant do we want? Does anyone have a preference? I mean, Murph, if we want to have the same again. Briar, I don't know if it particularly cares, but maybe. Just have a cactus on the wall, but that seems a little off. We'll go for a briar. That's a bit of diversity. So we'll make this back into Great Hall. And yeah, the Joya does look like it can live about anywhere, so long as it's not freezing or boiling. One day, this is all going to be dug up. Let's see what the hell's down here. Got a bunch of signal switches. I don't know why we've got these. Also, I should set this back to auto. likely. But, nah, keep it open. We're going to flood oxygen in for now. Things start going wrong, we'll change it. When things start going wrong, we'll change it. That's a better way to put it. Not if, it will go wrong. One thing I do need to be concerned about is light. Also, apparently got gold. Ruby. Is gold worth touching slime for? Probably not. Probably not. What do we want? Also, store all. Store all. There we go. Wait, gold is worth it? I mean, it does seem quite rare. I haven't seen it anywhere else, but... I'd imagine it's used in circuitry or something, right? What kind of circuitry would we need? Because I know we can make circuitry using this. I think we have used it to improve these, I don't know, maybe? I mean, Bubbles currently doesn't really want to, so let's go priorities, Bubbles. Where's it come under? Operating? Yeah, looks to be operating. Between those, operating and research. We're gonna finally get some things made. Brilliant. Over here, things are going well. Pipes in this bathroom haven't changed. I mean, over time things are decreasing in temperature. Why are these ones so warm? Why does it go up to 38? In a pipe? I'm really confused. I'm not going to question that. That's probably okay. I do like how this system is actually working though. I'm glad that works. Pipes are insulated, yeah. I'm still concerned why it's so much hotter than everything else around it though. Like that. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. I don't need to worry. It confuses me is all. Cold air is coming out. Over time. I do think this is all working as it should. Although, do I want to add more pipes, like more oxygen systems? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. This I don't think has ever been used. I'm just going to deconstruct this. I can't think of a single time it's actually done anything. This one's always been running in it. Can't have both of them running at the same time. Yeah, we look to be having fun. Still don't have a clue what's happening down here. What is happening? I really don't get it. Last tab. Oh, this tab? Checking last tab when you select it, it shows up time. Wait. Wait, when you select the pipe? I'm not sure what you're on about. I don't tend to remember what I've said. Not too well, anyway. On the pump, on this. I mean, the other one, I'd imagine. I mean, I still don't think I've ever seen this one that was here on. It's all perfectly good. I do think the cooling system is working. Like, over time, it is becoming a lot better. Our transformers, I mean, are doing the job. I don't know if I need to change it anytime. Properties tabs lets you know how much it's working. Oh yeah, cool. System's working near enough constant. How about this, out of curiosity? About 30% of the time it gets enough hydrogen. Good enough. What else could I look at? I'm going to be curious about these. They aren't permanently active, they are being toggled properly. That's good. Alright. Maybe one day these will be done. I'm just gonna maybe set priority a little higher. Because I kinda want to get these like dug out a little so I can see proof of concept wise. Do I want this door open? Like, currently disable this. And I guess disable this? Once we're disabled, we'll let anyone pass through. Because more here is a safety measure than necessarily something I need. Is this now reachable? God damn, it's not. I don't know what they want from me. Alright. Here you come, Banshee. You're digging, and oxygen is flowing in. It's working as intended. Perfect. Oxygen. There is carbon dioxide. That's fine. It's fine. Get salt. Don't know what that's used for. Presumably in cooking. I don't know for certain in that. Yeah, it does look like the plan of pumping oxygen in does work. That being the case, we just need to get a ladder down to here. Then I can just send you alone, Banshee. With an oxygen mask, just to be on the careful side. And that should all work out, and we can figure out what the hell this thing is. I'm really quite curious. It's like, build a ladder down to here, is as far as I can actually see. These are too hot. Yeah, they're definitely not too cold. They're too hot. This one should be fine. Right? The internal temperature is too high. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, research, we've got monuments, we've got jetpacks. I guess go for this. Sure. How do you build a monument? You need steel and obsidian. Oh god. That is a lot. We're not going to get around to that anytime soon. Why do you need so much steel? Of course, I need diamond as well for the top of it. This is one of the goals for the game, just making sure you've actually done everything. Okay. It does look that finally you're getting down to do stuff, Banshee. I think the carbon dioxide's possibly coming in from this door being opened rather than anything else. I couldn't say if that's for certain or not, but I mean, I have a feeling that could be the case. At least we are pumping oxygen in. It does seem to be somewhat cooling the area. Like, not by a lot, but we do seem to be mildly cooling it. We're just waiting for stuff to happen, aren't we? Like, this is gonna take a while to get through. I'm just gonna... What's priorities again? There we go. That is much more important. Also, I should probably make this higher priority as well. Lovely. Let me just go to fastest possible time and wait for this. Because until we've got plastic, I don't know what reliably we can get done. Or what even worthwhile things we could get done. I mean, everything's pretty much been made sustainable, hasn't it? But lots of statues around as well to make everyone happy. Metal statue makes people happier. Even happier than... No, as happy as the giant marble sculpture. They really like metal, these guys. Graphics tabs lets me know how much is working. It's fine. They'll do it. I've got it all pretty much set up, so I'll be doing a lot of building and whatnot anyway. You come. You've got one more tile you can dig. And then you're just interchangeably going in. I need Ren to be stronger. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know why you aren't willing to jump down here and just trap yourself, oh Banshee. And to be fair, is carbon dioxide down there? I wonder, is it worth setting this back up and just saying for you to do everything, Banshee? Like, can you make obsidian ladders? You could. But I would let you just build through all of this without any concern. Be worthwhile. Up here though, Banshee, you get another skill. Athletics, make you even quicker. And then we also get to spawn something in. Get, it's a warch. I don't want a directlet. So sure. Ah, the Weezewort. That was this thing, wasn't it? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. This does look to be working though. Like, slowly, but it does seem to be working. Oxygen is being pumped in as well. That plan has worked. That means potentially we could just make this entire place a CO2 dump and... Oh. A vending machine? Okay. I've also got a fruit bowl. Why have I got a fruit bowl on the table? Okay. While they're busy doing everything else, let's just have a look at the automation. Oh my god, okay. So we don't want either of them. We do want this one. Automation overview. Is there an easier way to keep it on? Yeah. This one we want on. This one we want off. This one we want on. Cool. That's a simple puzzle, that. I like simple puzzles, because I feel like I've done something smart, but I really haven't. That door now opened. Why are we able to get a vending machine? In what way does getting a vending machine benefit us? I really don't know. I'm just gonna ignore it for the time being. And just check. Yeah, you can make insulated tiles out of other things as well. Not airflow and mesh. You can ransack it. Alright, so it's just rubbish. I could also just deconstruct the whole thing. Get copper, get obsidian, get more copper. We can inspect. Okay, cool. I'm not going to look at the entry. Rummage. It's a shame we can't just disassemble and move elsewhere. Because having a vending machine somewhere else would be quite nice. But fair enough. Fair enough. Let time go past again. To keep on building down and digging and building, and we can rummage. Since we have gotten further down, any more oil? Ooh. We've found more oil. We don't know quite how much there is, but there's oil down here. Lovely. Also more fossils. Be mindful of the sand up here and sand there. So that means we're going to want to dig out this area. I think one tile higher. Dig out this to have an explorer. So maybe, I mean, it might be indestructible. Fact though that before, when I came to this, I could just get rid of the door and just say that was it. An odd one. Also, I can auto-harvest this plant. I may as well. Like, if it's harvestable. Like, we do have an oxygen mask. Now let's get into the oil biome, keep an eye on temperatures. Yeah, I had planned to. We've got even more oil over here. Oil Reservoir. Okay. We've found what we wanted. Apparently gives a plus to decor. I am amazed. Yeah, there is a lot of oil around. I'm going to keep an eye on temperatures. Yeah, it gets to scorching down this way. Maybe want to go to this one? Slightly less hot. I'm pumping in cooler air, is the thing. So this should be getting cooled over time. Yeah. It's not ideal, but it is getting cooled slightly. What's the best thing to do for oil? I want to avoid the slime, but I think maybe digging over this way? That's slime there. So dig along, dig this. Have any reed seeds? Possibly. Let me have a check. Let me see. We have not eggs, not soils, not edibles. Any minute. Amylase flour is apparently an industrial ingredient. Where are seeds? Here we are. We do not. No, we don't have any seeds. You have any? We could just find. No, I'm seeing a lot of balm lilies. Seeing. Yeah, not at all what I'm needing. I could just farm some Dracos. Like, Dracos, what do they need to be kept alive? Can eat mealwood. They do need plants to graze on. Okay. I could probably grab that. Check the slime biome. Are you thinking this is going to have something in it? It doesn't look to. But I mean, a dusk cap I guess. The mushroom. The other slime biome over here, does this have anything? No. Do you have waterweed seeds? Or waterweed plants? Does it look like we have anything else though? At all. I need to be careful of this slime if I'm going to go for that geyser. It does seem to be one which is the most reasonable temperature. This area. So I would like to go over this way. I don't think I'm going into like 80 degrees Celsius areas if I can avoid it. Also, are we just holding our breath down here? I think we are. I turn the checkpoint back on. I don't know if we do. It seems to got a lot of hydrogen or whatnot flowing up, right? Yeah. I think largely this is fine. Like we can just leave it. Yeah, I've just disabled these. Like I've got manual airlocks and such, but we don't have any of the actual checkpoint stuff enabled. It should be fine. I mean, I could open this if that's what you mean. I'm just gonna let carbon dioxide flow down into here though. That doesn't help with our breathability. Time to think, what would we want to do? Presumably, the ideal for here is build another one of these gas pumps. Like maybe up this area somewhere. If I build some platforms like off to the side, get a ladder going up. Hydrogen goes up there, CO2 just falls down. Is that promising as an idea? Or would I want it to be built maybe around here? I don't know. A lot of hydrogen though coming in. I've done a good job pumping oxygen. Like, I'm proud of myself in that front. It's actually looking very breathable for a large portion of this. This airlock isn't breathable though. Area leading up to this isn't breathable. Do we just want to make this a massive CO2 dump? Dude. Arguably a sensible idea. Just dig out a massive hole next to all of this. Here's a lot map. I mean these. Slicksters. Molten larva? Long hair larva? What do these guys do? Consume carbon dioxide and exude crude oil. Okay, yeah, we're making this a carbon dioxide dump. Yeah. That's our plan. I appreciate you pointing that out to me. Are they catchable? How do you catch them? We've definitely got eggs. Long hair ones. What we do? Molten ones presumably create petroleum. These guys eat oxygen and I don't know what they do. These guys create crude oil. These guys actually create petrol from eating carbon dioxide. I really would love one of them. How to make that higher? I'm between 20 and 60. If I can sufficiently cool this area or bring them up to here or literally anywhere else in my base, Same as any other land creature. Presumably that means I still need plastic beforehand then to create a trap. That's fine. Yeah, mildly suffocating here. I'm amazed you can breathe, but apparently you can breathe in there. Yeah, we're going to dump all our carbon dioxide down here, I have decided, so we're just going to set this up. Well, keep this here. Just remember what we had planned, that we had thought we'd be safer, just for when it all goes wrong. And yeah, we have plenty of just stuff everywhere. Like, found diamonds. That's a lot of diamonds. A fossil. We do need diamond to make the monument, so that's worth grabbing at some point. Lead, don't know entirely what that does. We don't ever want to touch this water. Yeah, magma down here apparently. I'm not gonna touch the magma. It does not seem like a sensible move. I don't know if you can make like a geothermal station kind of thing for power. I'm not going to. I don't want to risk it. I would definitely rather not risk things if possible. Yeah. Dug out a little corridor here so we can have a better idea of what's going on. Stick some steps into this. Yeah, rather than an oil reservoir, I don't know how much plastic I need. Thinking I'd like to just farm these guys. Wait. I like my geos of things. Can make a generator. Flashing oil. Petrol. I don't entirely know how I'd make that work. But I'd still rather keep the people away from it. I don't know how you'd even get... Oh, because imagine you need an exosuit, right? If I want to even semi-reliably do it. For now, just pick things up. Build ladders. I do not want these ladders. I've cancelled too many. I'm rushing. This is fine. Let's build this. I would then want to get more airflow, so get rid of that, so we can get CO2 to fall down. Possibly block off this wall, because carbon dioxide goes down this way by default. Upgraded better magma volcanoes rather than magma. Bye. Okay. So I should try and stay away from that for the most part. Also found iron down here though. We don't really have much iron unless we go into the chlorine biome currently. That couldn't be the worst idea, could it? We'll have a quick look around. Anything else in the outskirts I haven't noticed? Like lots of sand and salt water. Bleach stone as well. I remember people saying can be used to clean stuff. We do want to make our way up there eventually. Anything else of interest? Ah, iron up here. Okay, we do want that. Let's go in there and dig someone, please. Just build a ladder. Yeah, just dig this, please. I'd like it to all be dug. Reviver, top left, including environment. Around here? I'm not immediately seeing any. We've got a natural gas geyser. Families, false slug, damn. If I could find reeds, I'd be really happy. Because it sounds a lot more fun than farming the Drecos. Because they want hydrogen for whatever daft reason. Yeah, I'm not seeing any reed fibres at all. Like, got a lot of dead plants. They're not what we're after, though. Just feeding these guys more stuff. We've got cacti in the oil. Interesting. And scalding. I don't think the digging's that important, but actually, just... That's bad. We don't have any kind of medicine or anything. Do you just heal over time? I think you do. We gave you the healing thing, didn't we, from a brain vat? Okay, cool. You don't need any healing. Yeah, you're regenerative. It's all fine. You're not dead yet. You only got to half health. Yeah, we're not gonna jump down there anytime soon. But it really is hot in there. Okay, might as well rummage this. Get some food. Our food's slowly going down. Like, it's largely fine. Like, slowly. It is. I've got a new duplicate thing. Strawberries? Sure. Science. What science do we want to science next? Do we even have the stuff for, like, petroleum to be made? I think we've got something for plastic, I'm pretty sure. Or, no, it comes into here, maybe? No. Relation? No. Ah, screw it, it's somewhere. I know it exists. Do we want an ore scrubber? Probably not. What do we want? I could just say, oh yeah, make all of this. I don't think we do want all of that. Storage, maybe? It automates for farms, potentially. People need to manually run in. Conveyor belts? Probably not. Do we just go for gourmet meal prep? An electric grill is fair enough. I don't even know what that would want. As, like, a workstation. Presumably some natural gas to cook, would be my guess. Make glass. We're gonna need glass at some point. So let's go for that next. Okay. Yeah, we don't want to be having anyone jump down there. We produce crude oil. Does that just use a pump? I'm assuming not a pitcher pump, right? Use a pitcher pump? I don't actually know. I don't want to use a pitcher pump, is the thing. Sending people all the way down here to use a pitcher pump is just dangerous. Is that under refinement, possibly? Oil refinery converts crude oil into petroleum and natural gas. Is petroleum into plastic? There's not like an obvious pump, is there? Oh, I got a nutrient bar, did I? Perfect, I really don't need it at all. But hooray. That's fine. Is it a pitcher pump you need? Surely not, right? Is it just liquid pump? I don't know. Yeah, not using furniture, but I mean, I could maybe make a nice beach chair instead. It sounds a lot more fun. That needs fibre, which immediately makes it sound less fun. Okay, oil refinery. We're going to be doing it. It's going to be done around this area. Let's dig this out. I'm sure you can do that, Banshee. Let's dig all of this, please. Largely, we just want to have tiled flooring. Airflow and a tile. Occupied? We've got an entombed plant. Okay, so dig that. And yeah, you are slowly healing, which is good. Next tile there. It should be manageable temperatures for them to survive in. And I would imagine we need people to go to the refinery. It has a input, meaning if I dig this, like it's gonna be you going down there. I know it will be, Banshee, because you're always the one to do it. There we go. We now want to get a liquid pump. There we go. Liquid pump would then have liquid pipe up and into there. This is going to be our petroleum refinery area. We're making petrol and then assumedly plastic as well. I don't know if we'd want to feed it into a reservoir and then take out the oil bit by bit. I don't know how much we're getting from down here. My plan is, hopefully I'll be able to make my way over to here somehow, dig that out, oil will all drain down. Then I'll do the same with this, then the same with that. That is the ideal. Will that happen? Oh god, no, that's not gonna happen. I know that this game's not going to be that kind. Yeah, we want to build that. Presumably they both need power. Yes. Let's have a cooling system for final production area. I mean, I've currently got this area being cooled down. I can expand in this kind of area without too much bother. Like, at what point does this become not runnable? Doesn't say anything about having... no, it does say something about having overheat temperature, but it's fine enough. Does this down here have an overheat temperature? Liquid pump. Damn. Damn, that's going to overheat. You know what? I've got a really stupid plan. It's one of the more stupid plans I've had. Build a plant pot. Like, this isn't going to make any sense yet, is the thing. Also, why is carbon dioxide green? I'm going to need to quickly check. Germs? No, we've not released any slime one. That's just... it enjoys being green, I guess. It will last long enough to make some small batches of stuff. Yeah, here's my plan. I'm gonna put this to the highest priority breed. I really want that to be made. Does this overheat even when it's not active? I don't know. We have a flower pot. Why can't I make this, the flower pot? Is it because it's an actual crop, technically? Is there a way to manually tell them to plant something? That's not works. Get phosphorus, we can have it farmed? Get a farm tile, will it grow wild unless it meets the criteria? As my next hope. Let's make an attempt with that. Place it down there, because we want to go over there eventually anyway. At what temperature can it grow? Presumably between... That doesn't make sense. Between -60 and -95? Or is that -60 up to 95? Up to, not -95. Okay. That's fine. It will survive down here. Just. Okay. The farm is not wild. Damn. Cancel that building then. Oh, damn it. Yeah, that is slowly being damaged. Deconstruct. Cancel. That's fine. I'll set this up. But we need to get this place cooled. How do we get phosphorus? Or phosphorite? I don't think I've ever come across that. Yeah, I need an output pipe and a tank, I'm aware. I was wanting to make this work, but I'm wanting to try and cool the area first. How exactly am I going to cool the area? I mean, it's slowly cooling from all of this. If we go to a temperature overlay in here, like the heat's steadily rising in this kind of an area. Do we just need more cold oxygen? Why is oxygen not working? Got no power. It's not being deconstructed, is it? Being repaired? Presumably? Okay, it's now got coal. That's the smallest amount of coal. Come on, John. Okay. We need this area to be cooled. I don't want hints. I mean, I'll try and figure it out. If it gets painful to watch me at any point, do just let me know how I'm supposed to do it. Imagine it's not too hard. Converts water into ice. Is that used to cool down an area? No, it creates heat. Oh. I found out how I'm supposed to do this. I could build an oil reservoir thing there, it might just be better. Honestly, that's going to be a lot simpler than what I've currently tried to do down here. Screw it. Dig up this for now. Maybe dig a little bit of ceiling too. This is just going to be easier than cooling things down. Like, this is better. Thermal actuator. Lovely. Got this one. Thermal regulator. This one? Feels liquid piped through it. Outputs heat. Immediate vicinity. cool liquid instead. Why would I want to cool liquid? Because the oil would be too hot for that? Presumably? Okay. I could just make an ice fan. Just make ice and like stick it into a fan. I'm honestly quite tempted. Let's just make some ice. It sounds more fun to me. It does not in any way sound more efficient. Like, do not get me wrong in the slightest. It sounds much more ridiculous and therefore fun. Okay, that converts water into ice. Does it need plumbing? No. You manually put water in. Particular good liquid, good cooling area. I mean, I'd imagine it would. Just reducing ambient temperature, but then I could also just stick a bunch of ice. Like, down in a place. Anyway, power, we'll need power for this. How much power would it use? Presumably not a lot. There we go. We do need power down there eventually. I'll likely just make an offshoot from here into another transformer around this kind of area. That'll do. This fan apparently doesn't need any electricity. Imagine that does, yeah. Okay. Okay. I do think just using this is a more sensible move than using this in any way. Like, it's nice that they eat the carbon dioxide, but that's all. Let's just deconstruct this. Okay, as for the rest of everything, maybe it's not going to get beyond the temperature it wants, I don't think. We do want to make a liquid reservoir here to pump refined petroleum or crude oil. One of them. I don't know which we want. I'm going to assume we want to pump liquid from here out into there. And we can deconstruct this quick. Build a liquid pipe from here. It will dig through those, I believe, and into there. But this is a manual thing. I mean, sure. It says it's made of copper. Does that mean I can make a better, more efficient one? If I use iron. Okay. I mean, I'll slowly drop temperature over time, right? Okay. Oil onto pipe, upper pumps oil out of the well onto the floor. Wait. I can't feed the oil refinery. I've misunderstood how this works. Extracts it using water. Ah, yeah, using water. I have misunderstood entirely. It was an input as well, wasn't it? That's on me. That's on me. Okay. Let me just think quick. Cancel that. We do still want liquid pump. Can't rotate it, can I? No. That then goes into liquid pipe. We do that. This one's clean water, which is gonna have to run probably not on the ladder, probably next to it. Liquid pipe comes up here, goes over. We want to plug it into here. Next, if we're going to have this here, that will come out, go up, go over, then we'll make an oil refinery somewhere. I don't know where yet, but we'll leave the infrastructure while we are building. Also produces natural gas. That shouldn't be an issue. Like, I should be fine not worrying about natural gas. Like, once this is set up, no one's gonna ever have to interact with it, I don't think. So I could, if I wanted, just say no and airlock it. For now, we're not building an airlock. I don't want them getting confused. But yeah, leave it for now. I do like these little guys. They'll slowly make this into oil that could be usable. I have to vent every 4 or 6 cycles, depends on my setting. Could I create some kind of system to suck in natural gas, put it into canisters? I would assume no. That's maybe not the best plan. I can just add an airlock in, honestly, will be fine. I also do like how this fan, like, somehow is just gonna help. I don't think it actually will, but I like to think it might. I like to think it might. Conceal, pump and store gas. So I could work with natural gas through there. That is doable. I'm just gonna seal it off for now. I'll work it all again another time. But yeah. This ice is very quickly losing its temperature when this is being worked. I do think it's helping though with ambient temperature. Even just a little bit is enough to help for now. It's gonna mean this upper area is cooler. These liquid pipes are a nice temperature. The actual ambient air isn't. And it will slowly heat up the pipes, but that doesn't matter. That does not matter. We've got the reservoir which will be storing petroleum. That seems sensible. That seems like a sensible thing to do. I might repurpose this. I don't think that is a good idea. I think instead I will dig out this area. And we'll use this to create plastics. While all of that is going on, we want to get another transformer. Presumably these don't want more than 1,000. So, transformer. What is it? Am I just missing it? Yeah, I am just missing it. Cool. And imagine wants 2 tiles. Build it here then. Power will then be conductive wire. Down, not down there actually. Cancel that. Conductive wire. We want going down here. Then from there, just regular old wire. Running out, running down, running into there, running along, down, along again. That's got to be a somewhat reasonable setup. I hope. Off to watch F1. Fair enough, fair enough. I appreciate you sticking around, keeping me right, and also keeping me company. I mean, I'm going to wrap up streaming soon anyway, so it's all good. You're not going to miss much. I will say though, no stream next Sunday, because I'm going to be away on holiday with family. Yeah, the Sunday after it, I'll see you about. How do you get so much water into here? I wasn't meant to have water. That's fine, probably. But how dare I go on holiday here? That's fine. It's too hot anyway to reasonably be streaming. But it's really warm. It's too warm for me to be able to reasonably do this. Now, dig out this, and I'll dig out that in a sec. We just need that top tile done. There we go. Okay, now, more tiles. You don't need a ceiling. That's fine, just walls will do. And under refinement, polymer press? I think that's what we want. I'll build it up here. I don't know entirely where everything's going. We'll build it there for now. I don't know what else we'll be doing with oil, which is why I've got the pipe leading up, just in case we need it. I don't know if we ever actually will get any use. But I'd like to have it there as a safety measure. Can I select the wire? Cancel that. Lovely. We're continuing to build this. Polymer press, yeah, it will be valid in time. Ultimately, liquid intake, yes. Do that. Is this an automatic thing that works? I don't know. I could just do liquid cooling, is the thing. I don't know if I should do liquid cooling. Yeah. I did liquid cooling. It'd be from here, going all the way around my base, down into here. That's not sensible, is it? That does not sound like a sensible thing. Nothing has any power. Are we using too much power now? I need to turn this on. Here, we'll enable this. Is this actually being used at all to improve buildings? Apparently, yes. Or, no, that just says what it can improve. What's it being used for? Ah! It's being added to the machines. Got it. Got it. Since it is built, I think I'll be happy enough to say that we're done with the stream. I don't know if I can wait for it to be built though. I'm kinda hungry. I'm gonna go for food. I'm allowed to eat, right? Even if I'm supposed to be streaming all the time. Like, I'm allowed to eat, right? Okay, fair. I'm glad you're allowing me to eat. No food, only water. But water doesn't have any calories, does it? Like, I'm just gonna starve to death. I think you last about a week without food, don't you? That's like 2-3 days without water. I mean, thankfully you're allowing me to have water. Like nano-calories. Any kind of calories are from the impurities in the water. It's likely not stuff you can get calories from, it's more likely to be like minerals and stuff like that. I'm just gonna say, probably not. Drink lead water. Now what you do is like just meet in the middle ground. You drink petrol. Plenty of calories in that, like. Take a single shot glass worth of it. That'll do you for several months. Likely do you the rest of your life, but that's just 'cause it'll kill you. I mean, if it's good enough for a car, it's good enough for me. Right? Chomp on some uranium. I'm gonna say to that, not very feasible because it's hard to get your hands on uranium. Otherwise, it's a perfect idea. And sufficient oxygen generation. Really? Ah, yes, because I'm out of power. Am I out of coal? I shouldn't be out of coal, should I? Where's coal? Oh! We're at the coal. Well, that's not good. That's really not good. Just get me some coal, please. I do think I need it. You know, just dig that as well. These can just be deconstructed, it's fine. Any more coal I could dig? Okay, I think we know what we're doing next time. We're gonna be making our way up to the really cool steam vent up there. Also all the coals. Is that fair? Yeah, we need quite a lot of coal, don't we? That's fine. Just more ladder up. Got a big vein of coal in this room. Well, we'll manage, right? There we go. I mean, I've got hatches. I don't know why I thought 5 of them would be enough to feed 3 different generators. 4 or 5 farms of them. Ah, yeah, I definitely do need more of them. Fair enough. Let's just get some algae for now. And we'll worry about the rest later. Oh, we've got a lot of skill points as well. Adding's always good. What the hell do we give you? I mean, yeah, natural gas. I've literally known where there's a natural gas vein for ages. I just haven't wanted to go for it for whatever reason. Do you want to be like an artist? We really don't need you being an artist, but do you want to be an artist? It's either that or we make your way up to rocket navigation for later. Like, I'll let you take your pick. I'm just gonna give better athletics to people who don't have it. Ren... Athletics. Art is your passion. Cool. Rocket science and stuff it is then. There you go. And maybe you're passionate, I don't know if you're going to be any good at it, but yeah. We currently really need power for various things. And you will be the astronaut as well. You're going to do both. That's quite high hopes for yourself. But yeah, I think that's likely enough of a stream for now. Because I need to go get food. Yeah, like, that's been me doing like an extra half hour. I'm really noticing. Like, I do enjoy this game. I just hope I remember in 2 weeks' time what the hell I was up to. Maybe just so I remember. Power, or is it in refinement? Or no, natural gas generator. It's like, where is the natural gas appearing? Up here. Like, natural gas up there. Cool. Just so I have a vague idea of what I was thinking. We literally do have a geyser right here. Like, it's got way too much natural gas in there. Need to find a way in. Another thing we would want to do, power... We have steam generators, right? Right? Maybe? I can't see it anywhere. Maybe we do. Refinement? Not refinement, surely. Like, we did research for steam dynamo or whatever it was, right? Steam turbine third row. Ah, here it is. It's just we can't make it because we need plastic. Ideally, though, I'd like to make that up here. That is the ideal power. Because then, if I really want to, I could pump water down to here and make a geothermal station manually. It's a bad idea. I could. Theoretically, I could. Also notice there's another oil reservoir just over here. But yeah, for now that is it. I'm gonna go get food. As I say, I am enjoying myself in this game. It's lovely. And I appreciate everyone coming by to keep me company and tell me what I'm doing wrong. It's really quite nice. I don't necessarily need steam just yet. I don't even have the ability to make a generator. But yeah. Not any of this next week, but the week after I will be back, and I will forget everything I was doing. Till then, though, I do hope you've all enjoyed what I've been up to, even if it's not entirely the most productive. Enjoy the rest of your day, or evening, or whatever it might be for you. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.